what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 22nd of December. It's 2018. No sun. No sun. Who cares about that? That's boring. The sun. Pfft. You're just making shit up. The sun. At any rate. So, a YouTube channel called Suddenly Susan. It's actually supposedly Shelley, but I digress. Something to that effect. I'll leave a link below. She has two firefighters. I think they were fire chiefs or captains or something to that effect. These are guys that live out in California. These are guys that have seen the damage, the aftermath of all these fires, the Paradise fires, the car fire, this, that, and the other thing. And I've got, so I'm listening to what they're saying. They're just saying stuff like, every single solitary car everywhere is obliterated, completely melted. The windshield glass melted and was running down the channels of the vehicles. That's insane. And yet the forests are still standing there. So, being an American, I'm looking at my fellow Americans that are too dumb to understand that a forest fire that's burning cars, turning cars into puddles of metal, liquid metal, but the forests aren't burning. No one's catching on to that. And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about the YouTube channel, The Potter's Clay. Links will be in the description. He put a video up where he was pointing out where NASA, the government, science leaves these little Easter eggs here and there. Aliens, 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 aliens. And his video was talking about the staged alien invasion. It's something they've always wanted to do. It's something every president has always encouraged. Aliens, we don't know about aliens. But if we did, they'd be at Area 51. But I can't tell you about them. But if I did, you see what I'm saying?
To wherever they have the files about Area 51 and UFOs, and I go through everything to find out what happened. Right. Did you do that?
They're always stringing everyone along about aliens, aliens, aliens. Well, let me tell you one thing real quick. Hopefully I don't lose my point. Just drive right into me, no big deal. Hopefully I don't lose my point. If there were other worlds, there were other planets, and other entities figured out how to get here without turning themselves into a puddle of liquid from the G-forces, from radiation, from all these other things they tell us about, do you really think that the first people they would come to and make contact with secretly are the government? The shadiest, most piece of shit people on the planet, the people that actually are the cancer that's consuming this world. Do you really think they'd go to them? They wouldn't have to. If they knew how to come here, they'd simply land in the middle of every place and say, yeah, listen, guys, we're not exactly sure what's wrong with you, but you allow scum of the earth, piece of shit, pedophile, satanic, warmongering, money-grubbing, planet-destroying scum lead you. And not only that, you fight with each other about who votes for who.
When depression hit, we didn't say, no, we can't. When World War II came, we didn't say, no, we can't. Our grandparents and great-grandparents, they didn't say, nothing we can do about this. Let's just spend all our time arguing in Washington. They didn't say it's too hard. They didn't say we give up. They said, let's roll up our sleeves.
They wouldn't do that. And they don't do that. Because there are no aliens. There are no other worlds, anything like that. You and I and everyone we know, whether they know it or not, are special. We were created by God in His image. Everyone should know that. We live in a world right now where music, television, magazines, every single thing that isn't standing, walking, living, and breathing is trying to trick you into thinking that we're just some anomaly. One day there was nothing and nothing exploded. There's so much wrong with that one statement. I don't have enough time, but that's exactly what they say. There was nothing and nothing suddenly exploded. Oh, okay, cool, yeah, that makes perfect sense. There was nothing and it exploded. Nothing exploded, turned into everything. Oh, no shit, yeah, that makes perfect sense. At any rate, back to my original point. Directed energy weapons, these crazy forest fires that don't actually burn the forest, they only burn people, houses, and vehicles. That would probably be them testing the weaponry that we don't know about, but we do, that the aliens would use. Because when the aliens show up, they're going to have to do a massive show of force, right? Massive show of force. Cripple everybody right off the bat. They're going to have to use weaponry that we've never seen before. Right? Well, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but that's what came to mind. It would appear that out in California, they're testing it. Because you got to test it someplace. You got to see what it looks like in real world applications, and you got to see how people react to it. Do you know what I mean? And it looks exactly like that's what they're doing. Makes sense, right? I mean, think about it. If you're going to go through all this time, energy, and effort to develop technology that other world entities gave to you, you got to test it. People see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I saw a video the other day where somebody saw this ginormous thing in front of the moon. Well, I went back through my videos, and I was actually filming the moon that same night, November 20th. That whole week, the moon was coming up to being full and then going back down. So I had the cameras on it. YouTube channel published this. There's a video from some woman which looks like a flashlight in a shoebox and then a Japanese beetle walking across it. And they claim it's the moon, which freaks me out because with my iPhone and your iPhone, you can get a picture of the moon or a video of the moon where you can actually tell it's the moon. At any rate, it would appear, I mean, I could be completely wrong. This is just me talking out loud right here. It would appear that California is the elites testing the weaponry that the aliens are going to use. You follow me? Does that make sense? Yeah. I want to say thank you to all the new patrons that I got. We've got several of them, and that's very cool. And if you notice, if you go to my Patreon page, I publish a lot. That's basically my Facebook. I publish a lot of stuff there. What else? What else? I guess that's basically pretty much it. It's raining. At least it's not freezing. At any rate, Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm out.